All right. What we're going to do is this, okay? I'm going to talk about bad decisions in a chain of events, okay? Now, this, hopefully I can hold the spirits in me of God. Remember, you've got wine and spirits in them stores. We've got angels. But I want this video to be, there's been more people leave some comments. So there's some people watching because I know I do get excited. But it's hard to explain when somebody, you can't, when you go listen, December the 17th, my brain will have 9 years away from all medications. All of them. The only thing that's gone through there is some sugar. Burn it out. And caffeine from the coffee. And that's it. And the rest is, and then for over 5 years, there's been no news going into my eyes. None. None whatsoever. I haven't drank a soda in 35 years. There's in 9 years will be alcohol and the whole medical industry. And listen, I don't understand how somebody, anybody, in their right mind can say, just keep ignoring him. We're telling you that the system you're in is built for you to either obey and comply and to think that in your head that you're a top dog, look at me. It's a trick. Or you've got the brain that is going to be an habitual bad decision maker. But see, you don't understand how to pay attention to a chain of events. Okay? And when it comes to God, all right? First off, you've got to trust yourself. You've got to trust God and put God first in your higher power. So we'll talk recovery for a minute. But if you put it number one, and if your family and friends know you a fuck up or anything, they're going to be like, yeah, you do 300 meetings in 3 months. I did 217 the first 3 months. My resources, I analyzed my surroundings, and it was there. And if I could just go and do the meetings. Because, see, we have to look at this. Okay, right here. People say, let's brainstorm for a minute. That's a lifetime of making bad decisions right there. Yep. If I hadn't have went to my mom's house and begged her for $5 to buy a can of dip. Listen to me. This is the chain of events. Although the world's going to say that's a bad decision of lifetime. Let me tell you what God does. This is what the world and the news and these fake people do not want you to hear. Okay? There's a hidden realm that's going to guide you, but you might lose everything in that path. Family and friends included. But when the smoke clears and settles and there ain't nobody around, what is number one here on earth is our relationship with God. That's first and foremost, or our higher power. Not anymore. Okay? So, this chain of events, the bad lifetime decisions, we're going to go with it, because we can prove it's mind control, and the more you see it, the more you're going to fall into it. But the lifetime of decisions, the trying to detox myself, I succumbed to the torture terror of the brain. And I went and stole quarters out of my daughter's piggy bank. That started this. Then I got my ex-wife's vehicle and drove to my mom's and begged her like a baby. And then I went and bought those 2 6-packs of 16-ounce natural ices, drank them all right there. Blacked out. Cops came. And then there's another part where the anger management guy around the area was there, and that's what ignited it. But we've got to stay right here. Okay, now we're in the hospital. It's looking bad, isn't it? It's bad. He's there where everybody says he's gonna be. He's just fuck up. He's just gonna die. You know, look at him. He stole his damn daughter's money. Went to his mama's house and fucking begged her for money like a baby. Those are 2 way beyond humility acts that no one would want to share or even share with anybody. But you know what our job is? Is to help others. It's not for anything else. It's to help others. Okay? So, there was a police officer there. Well, he knew me from the jail. Because he was a, whatever you want to call it, at the jail before he was a sheriff's deputy or whatever. But he was at the hospital because, you know, they had to make sure because they come to the house. And he's like, dude, you've always been straight up. He said, just, you know, just quit. Just like everybody says. And I was like, because I could have just came home and ended it. Or just continued in that shitty way of existence. And I told him, and I said, give me a cigarette. And he goes, you don't fucking smoke? And I said, give me a cigarette. And we went out there. And I was just sitting there in that gown. My hair's all messed up. You know, this was after it was said and done on what they were going to do. And I had to say I'm going to harm myself in order for them to send me to get a mental evaluation to Atlanta. And truthfully, I didn't even know where I was where they sent me. Because it happened so quick, and this person, well, it's another story. But anyways, he goes, I said, I've been to 1,000 detoxes. And he goes, this might be the right one. He said, you giving up? Because he knew, even in jail, when I was sitting in jail, I have the personality to where they're dicking around with the remote control, and yeah, there's going to be strife and shit, but it's like, motherfuckers, there's got to be order in here. Okay? You can't just not let the Mexicans watch Rambo, because that's what they want to watch. Fucking dicks. And I said, everybody's going to take their turn. You know, and it's just always been that, and people recognize that. So, him being there at the hospital. Now, listen to this chain of events. After me stealing my daughter's piggy bank money, going begging my mama, now I'm talking to a law officer who remembers me from fucking jail, who's telling me this could be it. And then the other guy in there, I'll do a whole video about it because it is crazy how that chain of events happened. And he said, just go in there and tell them you want to harm yourself. And they'll strap you down and probably Thorazine you and everything. And they did. So I went in there and did it because I told him, and I said, when I come back, I'm taking that man's job. Because you've got a counselor over this area that has no experience with physical withdrawals. But yet he's a fucking child advocate, psychiatrist, environmentalist, bullshit. That's what it is. Fucking bullshit. I've been proved he's fake existence. And he's like, let's just worry about getting down there first. Okay? So, go through that week at detox and then started journaling. Because I learned this in the rehabs and stuff. Oh no. So, just to show you right quick, this is the physical journal. I had a bigger calendar and then had copies made of it. Every day I wrote down what I did in the gym for this whole year coming up, for that whole first year that got these articles. And you can see. Now look, this all started from me stealing money from my daughter's piggy bank and begging my mama for money. Okay? There's fitness journals. Here's food journals. Okay? Here's personal journals. You know what I'm saying? And now look at this. You see this magazine right here? Train. We put together packages. I don't know what made me do it, but I put together packages like this and sent into these muscle companies because there's all my mug shots and all that. What would drive somebody after all that humility to go and get all of their, there it is right there. They tried to get a hold of me and I didn't know social media. I didn't know how to fucking deal with it. And they just went ahead and put that in the magazine after it blew up on the internet. Right there. And look at that. They already knew. The people who own these fucking magazines and all this other shit know. They know. But see, these are the less than companies. So they're going to grab it. They're banking on me statistically relapsing in this foolproof plan of this grid of everybody's going to die of some kind of substance abuse. Now, what we have is this. And in the meantime, going straight from detox to AA, the last house on the block. And some people don't get it in there, but you don't jig on them. See, that's this whole thing. And this way of life, any emotion that you project drains the cell salts in your brain. Any fucking negative. Me just doing that drains it. But that's this cloak of darkness that I've acquired through this matrix of this world of materialism. That y'all don't know anything. So now, I'm getting up every day, journaling. My family, that's death. We should be dead. Dead. People don't understand. 9 fucking years, guys. To the people who just hate me. Against everything that you stand for. Okay, so we come back. 217 meetings in the first 90 days. I was going through bad withdrawals. And I hate, and being in front of people was really, really nerve-wracking. Because the brain was going through 2 decades of genocide that was forced onto it through a forced environment. So it's going to take time. And a black man, my sponsor, my brother, older guy, he sat down and showed me how to use my past. Sort of like events in your life. See, this would have never fucking transpired if I hadn't stole that money out of my daughter's piggy bank. This would have never happened if I hadn't been over there begging my mama, saying I'm going to buy a can of dip, and I went and bought a 6-pack of 16 ounces with that money, and then with the 6-pack with her money, Maddox's money. And those events did that. And a lot of other shit too. But see, I went, this is my first mug shot. First DUI, look at me. I'm just getting ready. If it wasn't for that first mug shot, we wouldn't be here. This is not a downfall. This is not a bad decision. This is becoming exactly what a system that is designed for failure plans on certain ones statistically to do. That right there. That's a lot of money, isn't it? See, and people are watching this. Some people are confused. They're like, "Hey, he's just a fuck up. Look at all of that." I'm showing you. I'm using all of this as evidence against the ones telling you to stay down and stay weak fucking minded. There's no such thing as a bad decision. Now, in this journey I have, my family and friends, they're gone. I have a whole new set of surroundings. So you don't get to, but see, and then again, I never was who this being is right now. You can't, people just don't understand. Okay, there's second DUI. There's me getting busted for 10 pounds of marijuana. You see what I mean? I'm a gangster. Some of y'all are too. Y'all look at your past and you're so embarrassed of it. Not until you can grasp your failures and use it as ammunition, then you ain't shit. And you look right at them motherfucking haters and you say, I'm fixing to do some shit that's going to embarrass you and piss you off. And if you hate it, then go eat a dick and get the fuck out of here. Because I'm not dying this fucking way that they've designed this thing to do. Yeah, each count, 10 grand. Alright, what is this? This is another DUI. There's another one. You can freeze that. This is me and my dad arguing. I was drunk, but he hit me on the head with a billy stick. And this is all the mug shots and stuff I could get. There's a lot more, but they were like, who the fuck wants all this? And I was like, something wants it for this point in time. Everything. I had companies try to buy my journals and shit, and I was like, hell no, because they'll corrupt them. And see, and I've got some money now, not hardly any, but I've got enough to where if I had somebody I could trust, I have so much shit as far as journals and everything for the first 3 years that we could upload and make a website and it would fucking bury. And see, that would be the first 3 years would be, because that's 36 months, and I think it was 33 months. We ironically journaled straight videos and stuff, and I'd have to pull them out of archive. But I didn't store anything on computers because my spirit said, fuck AI. But it's putting it all there, even this stuff, and using it and proving. But people, they can't see it. And seeing this is the kind of, and plus, you know me, I've got all the doctor's notes too. I went to the hospitals, detoxes, and everything that I could. And I said, I want all the paperwork that you have left of me. They said, ain't nobody ever done this. Everywhere I went. And even the people at Muscle and Fitness and Bodybuilding.com even said, this is fucking crazy. Who did this? Some professional put all this together. We sent shit into CNN, Fox, the White House. Do you think they fucking sent anything back? No. And then the people started going, why wouldn't they even respond and say, hey, we got your package, but we don't want you and a black man and a white cop on TV talking about how you can fucking save your life by exercising, reading, stop watching TV, and start being fucking nice to each other before all the bullshit that's happening right now happened. Plus, too, we're going into this sissified era of everybody's weak-minded, fucking cowards, little girls. And so they can't have this man right here that's so masculine, it ain't even funny, pumping people up and getting them pumped, saying, I'm not fucking doing this no more. They can't have this on Good Morning America. It'd fuck everything up. They're in their circuit, buddy. And see, in this circuit that was for almost 3 years straight journaling, we was outside looking up all the time. And it's like, damn, now I look back, I was getting charged, didn't even know it. It's insane. Now I had to go inside, but in the gym, it's 25% in the gym. Another DUI. Another DUI. What is this? Let's see. I can't. Where would my charge be? I'm pretty sure it's a DUI. We'll just go with it. Charge. Yep, that's what it is. This is when I wrecked my vehicle. Right here. I was doing probably 100. Thought I could end it and didn't even get a scratch on me. And that was my last one. Hey everybody, I've got Kool-Aid, or not Kool-Aid, but I've got Gatorade, Fruit Punch, Vodka Mouth. Yeah, is that pink? Lemonade? No, it's Fruit Punch. It's just watered down a whole lot. So now, and I've lost my family. I hadn't lost them, they're just still in that system. So, The hardest thing that you're going to come in contact with is your emotions. Especially dealing with past events. Facing those. Those are ammunition that's going to help you, though. The more you face something and show, listen, crying is emotional bleeding. And it fucking hurts, man. You know, me and my ex-wife, we're separated. I mean, but I came out of there and got into the meetings and stayed in it. You know, and the world just looks and they're like, ain't you better, man? You need all that still? Did we stay drinking every day? See, the thing is this, is you have, okay, look, let me say something. Out to eat. Shopping. You know, I mean, fun time. Sports even. You know, and I'm going to say something. Listen, the hardest thing for me to cut was to stop watching that. And seeing I can't post something like this on Facebook. Because I have people that the spirit within them is just a little conniving, just they watch. He's talking about us or you, and it's just gross because it's gross. You know, and this is a waste of time, this is a waste of time, and this is a waste of time. And some of y'all might be watching, listen, we've been guided into this. Here. The same way you've been guided into drinking, all this is the same fucking attitude. It's the same. It's the same monster. Spend money. That makes you dumb and lazy, and that shit eventually, and it doesn't matter how hard you work, eventually it'll catch up to you just like that. So if I don't do any of this, do you think I'm going to be around anybody? No. And then they all just look. But see, that's the thing is people get drunk, literally, on emotions. Worrying about people pleasing. Listen, that's what I'm saying. In this game that hopefully you can find, it will find you. You have to learn how to flush the worldly emotions that you have within you. And when you're depleting these chemicals of alcohol and all these sodas and energy drinks and everything, you're going to have horrible fucking emotions. And depending on what pills you take and all that. I mean, you need to think about it. It's cut, so it's not there anymore. So, if you can go ahead and get prepared for bad decision making and already know this, something good can come out of this. And it will if you stay in it. Me losing them will tell you this. He's losing out. And it's like, we look up every night. I don't think so. That's us. Remember, all that up there is charging me. And see, the thing is this too, is we take our emotions with us to the other side. And our emotions are created. Listen, all this Disney shit and all this bullshit, those are emotions fake that's created in there, and it keeps people, just be quiet. Same way that drinking creates that emotion, that impulse, and the impulse, it's the same. See, over here, they don't face bad decisions. They run from them. Over here, we love them. And to the ones that tell you, why don't you just quit? Why don't you just quit? All right, let me sit down with them. I want to do an inventory of how much they go out to eat, how much do they shop, how much fun time, how much sports do they watch, what do they drink, what coffee do they drink. I'm going to show them what the fuck that they put into them is more detrimental than you even relapsing. Cause see, the thing with the relapse is the brain, it's trying to rebuild. Okay? And then it goes so long without that substance, and then once it's reintroduced, that monster comes out. And see, and I have to do a lot more studying to go into detail about that, but we do know that the potassium phosphate, the caliphos, is depleted. There's more caliphos in there than this nervous system. Okay? Gray pia matter. The secretion up here, when it comes out and goes in the pineal, it's a yellow golden substance. When it comes out and goes in the pituitary, it's a white-like substance. Positive and negative. When it comes out, it crosses at the base of the medulla oblongata. And just like when wires, spinal cord, electric cord, when they cross, it's going to create what? More currency. Currency. So you don't have the currency up here. The currency up here is the world, emotions and shit. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You start looking up and your currency, the fluids in you will start making you think better. Your senses, your faculties will come to life. It's something nobody has, and now I'm getting away from that. But I just wanted to share. That really hit me earlier. Damn. It really hit me earlier. Me and somebody was talking, and they said one word, and this came out. They said one word, and I was like, I gotta go. He was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, dude, you have no idea. Oh, is this it? It is. This is my last script. On 12/23, I mean. Wait. Yeah, that was my discharge date. I went in on 10/17. Or 12/17. So, Revia, Vistral, Trazodone, Lexapro, Depakote. So, the Trazodone, we do know this. Okay, all these are imitations of what this is. Of what this is. All that right there is what you're made of. Okay, and when we go, or the Trazodone, I'll just talk real briefly on one. How many of y'all have had so horrible of dreams on Trazodone? I know you have. Well, you're supposed to. See, and listen, before I go real quick, I want y'all to know something. I want you to know this. Okay, you have an astral body and you have an ether body. The only thing that you know of is this, is a physical body. Ether is going to do with the air, and the astral is going to do with the zodiac, or the Mazzaroth. Ether is going to have to do with the cerebrum. Let's just leave it to that right now. Okay? If anything happens to me, you have that in you. You have another being in you that has been blocked from all the alcohol, pills, substances, chemicals, snacks, modified foods, energy drinks, and everything. You have been designed for generations to do that. That's why it's impossible for anybody to do that. Because the impulse of this world outweighs any fucking alcohol and drugs. I love you.